For those of you who watched our last YouTube video on this E46 CLUBSPORT, you would have seen that we did two things. Firstly, we put the original Style 71 wheels on the car. These were refurbed last year, so they're actually in really nice condition. And the second thing we did was put on some wheel spacers. We put on 12mm wheel spacers at the front, and then on the rear, we managed to put 15mm spacers, and it looks a lot better, it sits a lot nicer. But focusing more so on today's video, with it being a car that's gonna go on track. God, I choked a little bit on my words then.
That's scared to take it on track.
I was getting nervous. The aim is obviously to put a rear cage in the back, but for now, I want to get rid of these ghastly grey seats and door cards. Is that offensive to people? I don't know.
Ghastly? Oh, I'm scared.
Let me show you the interior. It's obviously, with it being a CLUBSPORT, it is a sport interior, so you've got the separate bolsters. But I'm not a massive fan of the colour. You've got grey carpets, grey seats, grey door cards, and obviously a grey bench.
You have.
With it being a CLUBSPORT, they all came with black headlining, so that's quite nice for us. We haven't got to change it.
I would be going home if you were asking me to do a headlining swap today.
Well, you might be going home because we're going to be changing the dash as well. So it's
Are we? That's the first I'm hearing of that.
Well, so we're going to change all of this interior from the grey to the black, and then once that's done, we're going to get a half cage in there, which I think will complement the car. But obviously first we need to get all of this interior out, remove it, then come back and fit the black interior, which I have got.
Have you just pulled out the car there, Matt? Nice. Matt, what have you just pulled out the car?
Centre console.
Where did that come from?
The centre.
Cool.
2 screws there, a couple of screws here, just slid off the top. I think we're going to take all of this out, glove box, and then do the dash as the last thing, just so that we've got a lot of room to do it.
Yeah, you can't take the dash out with all that stuff still in there. So this now is what I've been working on. Should just literally come out like that with 2 plugs here on the side. I'm just gonna undo them now. That was for the interior light, and then this is for the torch plug to charge the torch up. There we go. So, and Matt's getting rid of these ugly blue interior lights. So I'll show you that this is adding to the pile of nastiness that is grey interior. 2 bits on the floor now. And then we're going to replace it with spoilers, full black interior. Black and white, this is black and white. You've got to guess the interior colour that Matt's going for. I like saying that because I know how hard it is for Matt to edit black and white clips in.
I'm starting to get a little bit shaky.
Unscrewed, so you've got to pull this up like that. That vent comes out, that radio is then released. ASMR of the radio on Matt's moaning. We're also filming this to sort of document how to put it back together, because we might forget and we might lose interest in taking a car dash out.
Almost for ourselves more than anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we're trying to do when we take it apart is leave as many screws, nuts, bolts in as possible, so that when we put in the black interior, we'll know where it all goes.
And we know which one goes where, so we're not screwing something that's too long into it. The deafening silence of me trying to undo an inaccessible screw.
Where's the screw and what does it do?
Not sure, but as the motto goes, I can tell you where it's not going.
Where's that?
Back in. Joking, we do everything right, and I don't know if you'd get that out with that gear shifter being there. You might have to shift that into neutral, Bartholomew. You've caught me yanking.
Say that again. Where are we up to?
We're up to almost putting the tools in and going home, because this has become a dashboard help job.
This has been easy. It has.
Yeah, it has. Basically, we're at the stage now. Steering wheel has to come off because you've got to fit it through the under panel hole. Steering wheel has to come off. You then have to remove the windscreen wiper stalks and the indicator stalks.
So the dash has this hole here,
out here.
and then that's obviously what how you pull it over the column, steering column.
I reckon if you didn't have a windscreen in, you could probably get it 90 degrees and it'd come out. But yeah, windscreen wipers, indicators. If you had cruise control, probably had to take that out as well. You've got to take these top collars off, and then there's 4 of these T25s. Undo them. That clock spring comes off, which takes all of the stalks off as well. Then we're ready to pull the dash, because as you can see, guys, other than the same clip I've got on causing me jip on the other side, we're ready to remove. Just got to take this off nicely, or Matt just needs to walk away from it while I snap something, and then he can come back. I'm wondering if I could... Yeah, I don't know, this is so difficult to get off this. Right, hold it there, Matt, let me just... I'm feeling a bit of resistance. There you go, perfect. Or dare we say it's attempt 4, because first attempt was a handbrake in the way. I thought you wanted a grey dash, Matt.
That was actually, in comparison to an E30 dash, quite simple. We've got the dash out. It was actually quite straightforward. What was it? A couple of bolts, a couple of clips.
Couple of hours.
Not a lot holds it in, really.
Not a lot holds it in, but a lot holds it in. In there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think, when you pull it, you think, oh, there's still stuff connected, but you really just have to yank it.
Yeah, it's quite tight in the gap, but yeah, it's come out alright.
You've got an expired ticket down here.
You're joking.
And there. Dash is out, as you've seen in the previous clips. We realised to get the new black dash in, it will actually trap in the grey carpet. So we've now moved on to removing the carpet in a little bit of a rough way, because the centre console wraps around, the centre console part of the dash wraps around, clamps the carpet in. So we're going to put the carpet in, then the dash. So Matt's just doing the last seatbelt anchor there, which should then hopefully take the rear section of the carpet out. Too late, it's done. Matt, I keep pressing this stupid button. I've found something.
What?
It begins with P and ends in Irishman. I didn't mind, I can't see it anymore.
You've lost me.
The carpet's on, it's hiding it. Black carpet on the driver's side is in. Matt's talking about going full race car, so I wouldn't be surprised if we end up removing this carpet. Bit of perishment there, but Matt said he's turned a blind eye to it, which is fair enough.
That looks like grip filled on it.
Yeah, it does.
Feels like grip filled as well.
And, guys, an original pound coin. Oh, can't quite see what the year is. 1985.
Really?
That pound coin goes to the person that puts Matt in contact with someone selling a second-hand set of BC coilovers.
Oh. Done. Sold.
Onto the carpet.
Front's in. We've now got the rear section in.
Hooked over the back seat as well. There's a little thing that holds the seat on. You've got to hoop it over on you.
Yeah.
And then this has to go under the front, so we're just going to pull that like that. Like an onion, mate. Layers.
What's just happened then?
Doesn't matter.
It does?
No, it doesn't.
Tell the viewers. They want to know.
Right, what happened was the exact same thing that happened on your side.
Which was what?
I've put this on, and I've forgotten to put the seatbelt on.
He's put on the belt assembly without the belt.
In all fairness,
yes,
this is down here.
Right.
When you take it off, it retracts out of sight and hangs on the rear bench, so you think that's the rear one.
Is that, do you reckon what the BMW employee said when they were building the car?
It's definitely going on. The grommet is on. Shall I annoy Matt and put it that way?
Don't do that.
Wait, we didn't do that on that? No.
No.
Oh, stabbing a hole in the sound deadening.
Well, there can't be much of it because this is a club sport and it's got less.
Oh yeah, I watched a video actually, and someone said there's only like 30 of these colours in the world.
Well, it's 21 actually to be
21?
exact. So that came undone from the back. This one
goes into
that goes into...
That's your phone going ballistic, I think. Oh, you had a temperature sensor in there, didn't you?
Yeah. So that's that one, just make sure that's pulled through. Right, cool.
We should be able to do, and then that, we need to make sure goes through that hole and we don't pinch it, trap it. Cool, right. Get her up and in. Mate, you need to get this over that steering column.
And also this. So why is that going?
Oh, do I need to open my door?
Oh yeah, maybe.
A few moments later.
Yeah, just careful of that airbag. Hang on a sec, hang on, lift it up and I'll... There you go. Oh, caught on that now. Oh, do you remember?
Oh, I do remember, yeah.
That.
Do you remember how we got round it?
Forcing it out.
Oh, there you go. I can probably do the same thing. Hold on. No, put it down. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, these cables need to go inside there. Right, cool. Right, I'm lined up on this pin. Are you looking all right on?
Wait, what do you want? The 10 and the...
10 and a 13, please.
Oh, I can give you a 15 or a 16.
Both illegal, Matt. I wouldn't want them. Lovely complexion under this LED light there, Matt.
Thank you.
Look at the light a sec. Got him.
Right, so...
Horn doesn't work.
Oh no.
Dash is somewhat in. Trims are on. Just got to do the centre console, and Matt's driving side is all built up. Got the whole passenger underside and under the driver's side as well.
Right, we're on day 3. Got the dash in, carpets in,
Hour 72.
centre console in, and we're on the rear bench now. How are we finding it?
Yes, alright, there's a little, fold the seats down, pull the side pillars off, fold the seats down, there's a little thing here, take the T30 bolt out, peel it up with a flathead screwdriver, flick the corner up, pull one out, then you can pull the other side. Right guys, another taste test video.
It's bloody not a taste test video.
Matt's bought some funny looking bread with him today. Come on then, be like Jesus, break the bread. It's like a sponge your missus would use to like exfoliate in the shower, isn't it?
Well, your missus wouldn't use it, would she? Because he hasn't got one.
So ladies, send your inquiries to Matt Vincent's comment section. Guys, what do you think? Should we keep the silver trim in the car to sort of remember where it's come from? You know, this bit here. Or should we go for the black 4D style trim, which sort of blends in a lot better with the back of the car? But let us know, because we can switch it over on the door handles. Or should we just keep the centre console silver, or all the bits on the dash? Let us know in the comments, really. I can hear a ill-running Club Sport. Cool, you're low, aren't you? Boost the seat up there. Oh, there is no seats.
Right, so we're going to clip the seat in.
Quick as you can. Not like it's heavy.
Right.
A big lift from a big, strong boy. You're in.
Do them up tight. Move the seat forward.
Do the rears.
Do the rears. God, that's just never ending.
It ended.
As it ended.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, click. Wow! 80 foot-pounds, I think that was, Matt. And 2 horses and 1 sheep. What have we got here, Matt?
We've got the 2 rear headrests.
The driest things I've ever felt.
They are a bit rough because they've been in the sun.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that goes there, mate.
It does now.
She's home. You might be wondering, why didn't you film the third one going in? Well, that's connected to the seats, so...
I'm sure every viewer is thinking that.
Bicker amongst yourselves. Does it not go any lower?
Maybe does it pivot? No, it doesn't.
Ah,
It will pivot if you break it.
they do pivot.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Pretty sure they sit lower though. Don't know.
Yeah, nice.
So we're also going to put a black head rear parcel shelf in, aren't we?
We are.
Because this one is grey / purple. Or we're actually going to use this one and dye it. Or refabricate it, depending.
So we're going to remove the handbrake gaiter. Like that.
I was filming your face.
Were you?
Matt's just unsheathed the handbrake. Right, he's just getting it ready.
Definitely goes like that, doesn't it? I'm going to have to get a zip tie.
Have you got one?
Yep. I sure do. Okay, let me get it.
Right. Matt cutting a cable tie.
Maybe I'll just do it slower this time.
Maybe you need to be fully up.
Oh, there we go. One's first. Probably that front one's first. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Insertion of the rear cigarette lid. The best condition, so we're going to clean it up. But it works, and this is all full. Nice. Lid to go on here. Cup holder to go in here. A-trims to go on, and then I think we're done. Is that Matt in a fully blacked out interior car?
What I've got is a cheap scanner to read engine management lights. This also does ABS light clearing and airbag, I think. But I'm going to basically plug it into the OBD2 port.
Because after we've switched out the seats and taken airbags out and stuff like that, there's no doubt going to be an airbag light on the dash.
Right, so I plugged it in. I'm
just going to key bang it. Yeah, look, there's the airbag light. Still there.
OBD2.
Engine management light.
But it's got an engine management light because there was a fault with the car, which you would have seen in a previous video, where the idles was very rough. Right, so I'm going to read the codes. Ordinarily I'd write these down, but we're recording it, so I can always look back at the footage. Click BMW. Right, so we've got 7 faults. This is obviously a minor description of the fault, and then you've got the fault code, which you can put online and then find out more about that specific fault. But we've got a misfire detector with low fuel. We've got that, and then that. So what I'll do is I'll clear these codes, drive the car around a little bit. If any of them come back, hopefully it won't be all 7, but whatever ones come back we can then look at.
Yeah, because you haven't got a lot of fuel either, so that could be one of the reasons. Are you going to try and do the airbag ones now as well, quick?
Yes, I'll have a look.
Matt's literally just turned it back on, and as you can see, misfire is still present.
So that is the majority of the interior swap from the grey to this black done. There's a few little bits we need to get, one of which being this cover here that says airbag. Obviously we've got them in grey, we need to get, we need 2 of them in black. There's another bit we need, which is that cover on that rear armrest. We need that on that side because we're missing that. What else do we need? That's it, isn't it? We need a centre bit in there. Otherwise that's it. We have
bits
got
on the windows.
Oh yeah, there's these bits here for the electric pop-outs, obviously these are grey, we need them in black. I'll probably just leave them like that and never tell Fred, he would never know.
I heard that.
I have purchased a factory BMW OEM fire extinguisher.
That screws here somehow.
We think.
We think. So, I think we're going to have to fabricate a little bracket up or something to hold that. Maybe a bit of metal that runs from this seat bolt to that seat bolt, and then we just screw that to that. I think that...
Well, it needs to move with the seat, doesn't it, opposed to the...
Oh yeah, of course it does, otherwise you'd end up
running over it.
Running over it.
But anyway, oh yeah, the last thing was these A-pillar trims. So obviously from factory they come with this fabric cover on. In the sun they obviously fade, but they peel off as well, which isn't great. We've got two options. One, we recover them, or two, we take the cover off and then neaten up, or maybe even dye the black underneath, but I need to think about that, decide what I want to do. But otherwise, I'm actually quite happy with it. What would you say the hardest part of this swap was?
The hardest part, I would say, was the centre console, because the cables for all the plugs to go into the back of the pieces were not long enough. So I would like to take that off and unplug it like here so I can get my hand behind. But I found a lot of the time we were doing it literally a couple mil off, and it had to be at an angle and someone had to go in from the other side to do it.
Yeah.
The actual dashboard bit was actually more than manageable.
I'd say the big jobs were obviously the main carpet and the dashboard, but they were quite simple, weren't they? There's a couple of bolts.
I tell you what, lining up the plastic clips, spat that one, plastic clips on the rear door cards, so that was quite difficult.
Yeah, so behind the door cards, you've obviously got clips. You have to, they wobble within their hole, so you have to line them up before you push them on. But otherwise, quite simple, I'd say.
Yeah, Matt, I think this goes under here, you know.
We have worked out how to fit this BMW fire extinguisher. You basically have to remove the factory medical kit that is under the passenger seat here. So you slide out the box, you then fit the bracket, and then obviously you fit the fire extinguisher to that. We'll show you once it's in.
You feel me upside down, mate? Da-da-da-da. She's out.
So that was the bracket for...
That goes, I'm pretty sure...
Like that.
Yeah, I think that was... Oh yeah, there you go. That clicks in there and that's what holds that med kit on.
Halfway through fitting the extinguisher, we're struggling to do it under the seat, so we've lifted the seat up.
Just folding her out the way for us. Imagine the airbag goes off.
So it's this. It's this hole there, and there's one under that sticker over there that we need to access to fit the bracket.
Under here somewhere. I swear she is. Isn't it? Not that one.
That's the middle one, isn't it?
Oh, there is.
Beautiful.
Sorted. Jones, Matt's on the ground and I'm on the company
Done the
seat.
old switcheroo.
So, a little bit of messing about, you can see.
Jiggery pokery.
We might actually do this as a separate little, it's going to be added into the interior video, but we're also going to do it as a separate video, as a how-to, because no one on YouTube shows how to fit one of these. So it might be a 2-minute video, not really showing much, but we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Easier to unbolt your seat, then there's 3 bolts there that come out of there, I think. Oh yeah, the bracket for that, which is this. 3 bolts there come out the seat, you undo them, and they are here. Then these 2 bolts are screwed in lower down there. Again, not easy to see, but when you tip the seat back, you can blatantly see where they go. Just there. Look, you can see it in there. Matt, have you got that torch, actually? You shine that torch. Let's make it 10 out of 10 video. Look, you can just see that fixing just in there is one of them. And then the other one is just over there.
just above that motor in there.
So what you want to do, get that on, then you want to feed your strap behind, and there's a little pin on the strap that locates in that hole, and then you can slide it up to that part, and then reach that over, do that. I'd suggest doing it in this order because that might snap if you try and do it all as one. But we're just going to bolt the seat back down now and just check it all moves, being an electric seat, and we'll show you a finished shot.
We've put the seat back in, we've done up the 4 bolts, and as you can see, the fire extinguisher is mounted. The safety is our passion, isn't that right?
I fixed it. Yeah, it is.
So it looks quite smart. It's inconspicuous, but you can just see it there.
There you go.
So in the first video we did of this car, we put on the 12mm spaces on the front, the 15mm on the rear, which obviously required longer bolts. So with the silver wheels, the chrome lips, I wasn't overly keen on them being black, so I have purchased these. They're just 70mm plastic wheel nut covers. They were super cheap off eBay. I think they're only a couple of quid. And they just push on like so. And then in the kit you also get this, which is a tweezer type thing, which will obviously help you pull them off should you need to do some wheel maintenance.